Thank you for joining us. And your name is?
Kleora D. Thank you
And
for having me.
yes, and what office are you from?
I'm from the Delmont office.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. Can you tell me about yourself?
Yeah, I am from Apollo, a small town, and as soon as I graduated high school, I knew I wanted to, help people. I wasn't sure what field I wanted, whether it was nursing or therapy, etc. So I started working in a nursing home, and I loved it there, but unfortunately, I didn't like how the residents were being treated, so I left.
Right.
And then I started doing home care, and that is when I found you guys, Community Resources. I fell in love with your guys' job, and I just love it.
Mhm.
So I enjoy it a lot.
Where you're from and how did you hear about CRI?
And I actually heard you guys through, I think I heard you guys through online. I'm pretty sure it was online.
Nice.
But
Okay.
I've known people that have worked for you guys and stuff like that too, and I'm like, wow, this is like, your guys' company is a lot more common than I thought.
Mhm. How long have you been working for CRI?
February, not too long, but in February 8th will be a year.
Were there any challenges that you faced while working at CRI?
When it came to the people that you're taking care of, they had their likes and dislikes, and sometimes if they didn't like how you did something, they would let you know in a not so nice way. But at the same time, like I think that's the worst thing I've ever experienced. But I just let them know that I'm sorry, and then I just keep going on with my day.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, like no, the job's excellent.
Good. And how did you know this career was for you? When was the moment that you were like, yes, I took the right path?
Well, so if we're gonna back forward a little bit, I took care of my grandma since I was 14, and she passed away last January. But I took care of her since I was 14 all the way up to when I was 21, and I'm 22 now. So when I was taking care of her, I knew, like, I'm just a very nurturing person. Like, that's what I knew. Like, I just know taking care of people, being there for people, trying to make people feel better. Like, that's just something I really enjoy doing,
Mm-hmm.
And not only just taking care, but I really want to have people, get better.
Right. Right.
It's not just maintaining their health, it's trying to get them better. So I really knew since I took care of my grandma and then I worked in the nursing home, I knew so then, and then, this job as well.
Right. That's good. Why did you choose to become a PCA?
Well, like I said, like when I graduated, I jumped into, working for a nursing home, and I got my CNA license through them, and then it expired. So, and then I found you guys. I was like, well, you guys don't necessarily need to have everyone have it. They don't need their CNA license. So I never really thought I had to like get like a certification or a degree or anything like that. But I do hope one day to, get my associates in PT so I can do that as well.
Okay, sounds good. And has COVID-19 affected you or your job?
No, if anything, I just worked more hours.
Yeah.
And which is not a bad thing. At all. Typically, the people that I worked with, they never went out. So, now when I joined your guys' company, COVID was a little bit more lax. It was still serious, but the people that you take care of really don't go anywhere. You go places for them and you take care of them. So.
Yeah.
So honestly, it didn't really affect me. I still had a job. Like, if anything, we needed more workers to help with people. But no, the job was great.
And what are your hopes for your consumers?
I just want them, with the consumers I take care of, I love them all, and I really do. And I just really want them to get better because I see some of them declining. It's something that I can prevent or anybody else. It's just what's going on with them, So if anything, I just hope for the best and they just live happy day to day. And then when I come in, I really I'm like a bubbly person. I really try to be optimistic, cheer them up. Like, if they're laying in bed and they're sad, no, we're getting up.
Right. When you were stressed, what kind of things do you like to do to de-stress yourself?
I actually go to the gym.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I go to the gym as much as I can. I have a little 1-year-old son, so, I can't always go when I want, but I go when I can. If I can't actually go to the gym, I will walk, or I'll do little home workouts, or I'll actually, yeah, just the gym, honestly.
If your consumer is having a bad day, what can you do to make their day better?
I will offer them, this happens actually kind of a lot, to be honest. I will suggest things like if they don't want to do anything, or if I see they're really sad or something like that, I'll be like, hey, do you want to go play Yahtzee? Do you want to go play pool? Because like a lot of them have like a pool table where they have board games. I'll offer activities for us to do, and that all the time, it immediately makes their mood so much better, you know, and it makes me happy. It's like, okay, well, I'm doing something right.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to me, and thank you.
Thank you for having me, Maria. Thank you.